Hello, everybody. It's your favorite segment of the week, Weigh-In Wednesday. I'm not sure how I'll do this week, honestly, because, well, it was a mixed bag last week. Now, Saturday, I kind of did my fast, but not on purpose. I just didn't eat anything because I had to sing and I didn't want to have to rush to the bathroom while I was on stage. And then Sunday, I only had one meal, but it was from Arby's. But I was on the road. So I had Arby's roast beef and fries and a big cookie and a big sweet tea. And then Monday was my dead mother's birthday, and I had to celebrate. So I had a little bit of dessert, like a chocolate torte, but it was gluten-free and flour-free with ice cream. And so yesterday, I forgot what I ate yesterday. Anyway, but I didn't eat a whole lot, but I did have some ginger cookies. So I had cookies, and so I had 2 days of dessert, not on purpose, but the dessert was much smaller. I messed up again, folks, but I had one day of fasting. I hope that my one day of fasting might make up for that. And I have not exercised yet this week. I had to work so hard Monday because we were so busy for Columbus Day. Anyway, folks, so, by the way, my height is 5'10" and a half. Actually, well, I really might be 5'11". It depends on the time of day, but I've been measured as, like, everyone thinks I'm really, really short, or they think I'm really, really tall, but I'm not. I'm average height, and it doesn't bother me. When I wear cowboy boots, I'm actually 6 foot, so it doesn't bother me. But what I noticed at work, and this is off subject, but the little Zoomer kids are so short and skinny. I know they might not be done growing because they're 16, 17, 18 years old. But a lot of the kids at work, I just tower over them. Like a lot of kids are the males are 5'5", 5'6", to maybe 5'8" or 5'9". And I'm like 5'11" almost. And then the only guy that's taller than me at work is 6'3", and he's a millennial. But why are all these little Zoomers, why are they all so short and skinny? What is happening? I don't know. And so I would say that I'm a medium tall person because I could be tall in some cases. But I'm not short, but I'm not like 6 foot. To me, tall is 6'2" or above. So the average height is 5'8" to 5'11", and I'm right at the high end of 5'11". But it won't make that much difference in weight, really, folks, unless I were 7 foot taller plus. There's no way that I can justify being 280 plus pounds. But anyway, enough about me. Let's go to the scale and see what it says. It may be very brutal on me today, folks, because of my mishaps. But I'm prepared, and also, I'm going back to the old method because everyone complained that I was trying to use trickery and foolery on the scale, but I was not. So I'm going back to the old way and see what I weigh over there. And I found this. It's very lightweight, so I can use this to record. Here we go. Okay, folks, unfortunately my weight today is 285.6 pounds. So, accounting for water weight, I would say I didn't lose any weight this week. I probably didn't gain, but I do think eating at Arby's on Sunday probably had something to do with it because of all the salt and stuff makes me retain water like the Hoover Dam. But I will say this. I feel lighter. I don't know why I didn't lose any weight because I do feel lighter than I did last week. I'll have to keep experimenting and do more fasting, but once a week, and then maybe cut back on the dessert from 2 desserts to just 1 dessert. But I had a 2 dessert day this week. Okay, folks, well, there you have it. 285.6 pounds. Give and take, it's probably 285 or a little under 2, probably the same as last week. what I did differently this week was I had one day of fasting, but it was unintentional. But then unfortunately, I added more fast food to my diet, which I don't normally do. But I was traveling and I was really hungry and I hadn't eaten all day on Sunday. And I stopped by Arby's and I calculated that one Arby's meal was 1,400 calories, which included dessert. And then the next day was my dead mother's birthday and I had to celebrate, so I had a little chocolate torte with ice cream and had a couple of those. And then yesterday I was munching on ginger snaps, pumpkin flavor. So I think that the carbs add weight, but not like fat, but they add weight to the scale. And that's probably why I did weigh more this week, or I weigh the same, really, give and take. I would say, so this week officially, no weight loss this week on the scale, but my clothes are fitting better. I noticed that today, like my clothes are fitting better. My underwear is not as tight. Nothing worse than having tight underwear. So at 5'10" and a half, I weigh 285 pounds. It's not ideal, but we can get there, And like if I weighed 190 or 200 pounds, I would really think I look a lot better. I do think that would be my ideal, around 200 pounds. Because you can just tell folks, and I'm very broad, a lot of folks a lot of folks body shame me on the internets. I think it's jealousy. I'm not saying I look great. But I have the ideal, ironically, I have the broad shoulders and a teeny tiny waist. And I think that's a lot of people get jealous because it's genetics. That's what I was born with. I was born like this. And so if I don't even have to do much in terms of weightlifting to look kind of like that. So anyway, folks, thank you all for watching. And I'll continue on my weight loss journey. I'll be doing more videos too. More videos on looksmaxing to look better. I wish I'd followed my own advice, but I'm going to do a video about how fat men can look better. So thank you all for watching. Go to my website, meatskeletonsplace.com. And remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye.